All right, yo. All right, we back. All right, let's get to talking. We'll get to talking some good old WMMA. We got a few of y'all already in here. We'll get started here in a minute. Got about 5 of y'all. Okay. And I see, okay, y'all hit the thumbs up. Like I always say, hit the thumbs up. I'll keep on doing these. We'll get on here and talk. Get on here and discuss the world of WMMA. Got a nice little fight week. To make up for last weekend. Last weekend was pretty slow. So we got some good decent fights. It's not like the next weekend is gonna be. Next weekend's gonna be crazy. Oh man, next weekend crazy. So stay tuned for that show, man. I'm doing a flyweight show for sure. I'm doing that flyweight show, man, because we got the 4 fights. We got 2 of the triple threat on there. So that show got to go down, man. That show got to go down for sure. UFC 266. So yeah, that's the real weekend. I mean, this was good too, of course. Like I said, we got some prospects in the making. We got some veterans in here. Robert Henry, what's up? Robert Henry, what's going on? He said Mandy Bohm by head kick. Dang. He said Harry and Lipski got to go, huh? Damn. All right, man. I'm so chilling, man. Day off today, so relaxing. So I said, let me get on here, and we will get to talking in about not a minute, but 10 seconds. I'll start the 6-minute mark here. Let's get started. Boom. All right, y'all. So yeah, man, welcome back to another CB99 live stream. I think y'all know by now it's Combo Breaker 99. Yeah, man. So got a nice little weekend coming up of fights. We got a fight weekend. I won't say overload, but we got a good number of WMMA fights. I think we could say overload because we don't really get this many fights on the card, right? We got 4 WMMA fights on the card. That's good. Then we got the Bellator card. We got the flyweight fight over there. I'm gonna be checking that out, of course. So yeah, what's up with y'all, man? What's going on with y'all? What are y'all looking forward to? Like I said, we just kind of chilling today. I'm gonna talk these fights, but I want to know what's on y'all mind today. Well, y'all tell me. Robert Henry, tell me what's on your mind as far as the WMMA world. Mark Robertson, what's up? You too. What's going on with you as far as what's on your mind about WMMA? What do you like? What you don't like? Well, y'all do that. I did watch Contender Series last night. I just uploaded my post-fight video on Jasmine. I can say her name in a video, but I cannot say it 7 times in a row. I can't even say it 2 times in a row. Jasmine Jasudavicious. Jazzy Vicious. I'm calling her Jazzy Vicious, all right? Y'all heard it. I'm calling her Jazzy Vicious. Versus Julia Palostri. Yeah, I did the video, but we could talk about that fight first. Because I didn't even know we were 3 weeks into the Contender Series. Did y'all? Combo Burger 99¢. Oh no, we ain't cheap over here, man. We a few dollars over here. No 99¢. It's $99. Yeah, man. Yeah, but the Contender Series overall, I enjoyed it. There was only one. WMMA fight on there, but I like the majority of the fights on there. Yeah, some decent fights. But let's talk the Palostri fight real quick. Jazzy Vicious. Like I said in my video I just dropped. I can't remember who asked me. I think it was the other Mark. Mark asked if I had seen them before, and I was like, I'm not too familiar. But that goes to show you how many fights and fighters I have to be researching, because when I went to pull up Jazzy Vicious, one of my videos came up. One of my videos came up. I forgot I even talked about. I forgot I even watched one of her fights. So I had to go back and kind of do research on her, going into this fight. And what I said, my first reaction with Jasmine was, I like her heart, I like her scrappiness, but she was getting hit a lot in some of the fights I seen, and it carried over into this fight. It carried over into this performance with Palastri. I said, thank goodness Palastri wasn't like, well, her team. You better thank God that Palastri wasn't like a natural flyweight, because Palastri was landing big punches in this fight. I mean, was it just me? I don't think so. I know y'all saw that. Palastri was landing good hits. Palastri was she is. Let me see. Let me pull up her height real quick, because there's a big difference in size, because Palastri came from Julia Palastri came from atom weight, just so y'all know. She got a stoppage win over Jessica Del Boni, and now she's jumping up 2 weight classes. She's 5'2". She's about 5'2". Small flyweight. 5-inch height advantage for Julia. 4.5-inch reach advantage for Jasmine. Excuse me. Jasmine has the 5-inch height advantage and the 4.5-inch reach advantage as well. So for what Julia was able to do to Jasmine, it was impressive. It was impressive, what an atomweight was doing to her. But at the same time, that goes to show you what she needs to work on. That goes to show you what Jasmine needs to work on, because if a atomweight was hitting her like this and stunned her with a couple head kicks, it's time to work on defense. It's time to work on the head movement, managing range, not trying to go into firefights, different things like that. It was kind of like Manon versus Ricci, but I think Palastri did way better. Palastri did way better than Ricci. And that it kind of it balanced it out, because Palastri's skills were enough to hold off the bigger fighter in Jasmine. And that show you Jasmine is not as polished as Manon Firo. Because let that bit of Manon Firo, Manon probably would have got her out of there. They probably would have went strike for strike for maybe one round, but Manon would have got her out of there. That just shows you that Jasmine just didn't have the power to hurt her, but she had the ground game to subdue her. But it was close. It wasn't a full mismatch at all, but it was a close fight. Because if not for the 2 takedowns, Jasmine probably would have lost the second round, because she was getting hit a lot in that second round by Palastri. Jasmine won the first round hands down, but the second round, second round it was close until them 2 takedowns took, factored in. Then the third round, Palastri was outstriking her. She was banging, man. She was hitting her with right hands. Short fighter, closing the distance, dirty boxing. I was like, yo, this is good hands from Palastri. She need to be at 115. Shout out to Palastri. Put her in that 115, of unranked fighters. You might see some good work from her. All right, let me see what y'all were saying here. Robert Harry said he rooting for the violence queen, though. Okay. It is what it is. I'm getting a little frustrated with Ariane Lipski, man. You go in there and you try to break Luana Carolina's leg, then in your next fight you get beat up by Montana De La Rosa. I'm like, come on. Mark Robinson says, I gotta watch more lower tier fighters. I'm still too busy watching more well-known fighters via Fight Pass. Yeah, go on YouTube, man, and just pull up some of them low tier fighters, man, and check them out. I mean, you can find what you can find. I mean, if you do type in some of these low tier fighters, some of my videos will come up, because I'm like the only ones watching them. I'm mad that the UFC doesn't know how to stack WMMA fights on their cards. Also, I make videos and pray for Lauren Murphy. Also, I make a video pray for Murphy. Sorry, I was eating something. Sorry. Jesus. Yeah, they don't know how to stack WMMA cards, man. They really don't, man. What's your thought? What are y'all thoughts on them making an all WMMA UFC card? Like, what's y'all thoughts on that? I like it. Some people don't like it. I've heard some people say they don't like it. I saw comments, not on my videos, but somewhere. I don't know if Jason Rose said it. I think Marcus Bell, he was for it. Somebody wasn't for it though. Was it BJ? I think it was BJ. BJ might have not been for it. Somebody was not for it. But I like it. Mark said, I still want Adam Wade in the UFC. Yeah, me too. This isn't the best example, but I still want to see Joanna mate Waterson look like a child. It kind of ruins the fight for me when I see a clear disadvantage. Right. Yeah, yeah, this fight was flyweight too. Manone and Ricci, and this fight last night was flyweight. Oh, Robert Henry said, I like your Manone for highlights. Appreciate it. You should do more of those, one of each for the triple threat. Yeah, that's my plan. Like, I'm working on one for Taylor Santos. Now that you mentioned, I'm working on the one for Taylor. I'm working on the one for Taylor right now. So, I got to get that Jillian fight up in there. I got to get that Jillian fight of Taylor Santos mauling the crap out of her. And Molly McCann. Molly McCann catching them knees to the body. So I want to do another one with Manone and put more of her fights in there. I just did that one because I was like, man, I got caught in the moment. Was just, I liked the performance she put on Victoria Leonardo. She was like doing a little bit of everything. Clinch fighting, striking from a range, just stuffing her takedowns, pushing her head everywhere, elbows. So I just wrote it out. I said, let me go ahead and put all these little highlights from one fight, But yeah, I'm going to do the one with Taylor. I'm working on that. Marcus, what's up? Mark Robinson said Waterson is getting heavy and more stacked with age. Adding weight division for her probably wouldn't help her now. No, I don't think she... I can't see her at atom weight anymore. I really can't see her at atom weight. And I can't see Tisha at atom weight. Tisha got too much muscle, in my opinion. I think she could do well at strawweight. In my opinion, she's tough. All she got to do is really, really make up for what she lacks in height. She got to make up for it with power and killer instinct. Because she got a chin. She got a good chin. For sure. Robert Henry said, I like it, but I doubt it happens in a lifetime. Yeah. Maybe they'll do an all WMMA card on a fight night about 20 years from now. Yeah, 20 years from now, if I even still watch it, I'll still be watching in 20 years. Dang. I don't even want to think about that age right now. 20 years from now, when I was gonna say, I'm just messing around. I was gonna say 20 years from now, Holly's still getting title shots, right? No, I'm just playing. Nah, I like Holly though. I thought it was just funny though. 20 years from now, she gonna be getting her 79th title shot. All right, let me stop. Stamina, what's going on? Robot Chickens, what's up? He said people already hate women fights, so having an all ladies card wouldn't be smart for the UFC. Oh, man, I don't know though, man. I think it would be a good thing. All right. I don't think it would do any worse. I mean, I know the UFC is going through some things now, so there might be a lot to lose, but yeah. I guess it looks good when you're talking about like Invicta or Combate Global, Yeah, because I don't even think Bellator would have a chance doing that. So, people would get mad, I bet, wouldn't they? They get mad, Stammer said, so Holly getting title shots, and 20 years from now, Joanna's still number 2. If she made it the year 3 or 4, if she made it the year 3 or 4, I wouldn't watch UFC no more. Mark said Tatiana versus Carla was ridiculous. Tatiana made Carla look like a child. Some of that skill, but much of it was size. It seemed unfair to Carla. Yeah. I think it was skill on Tatiana's part, but then it was a lack of skill on Carla's part. Like, I don't know. No, Carla would have never won. But if she maybe had some other skills that were just as good as her wrestling, she probably could have survived or maybe did a little bit better. I think Carla trying to wrestle a wrestler wasn't gonna work, you know. Maybe if she was fast and maybe if she was a striker like Tisha, maybe she would have did better. Or maybe she wouldn't at least got lumped up and stopped, you know? Maybe. But yeah, Jazzy Vicious, I like her heart. I like the grit. You know, I just want to see a little bit of work though, man, on the defense and her approach. She's 5'7". You know, I want to see her use her reach, fight tall in there. You know, because Jazzy Vicious, she's gonna be coming into that unranked spot in them flyweights, in the unranked sector. Man, they tough. I mean, that's why we've been, looking at the flyweight division so hard lately, because some of these unranked fighters, it's kind of 50-50. You got some killers, then you have some ones that kind of lay down and, don't level up. But if Jazzy Vicious is going to be in there, you got to look out for the Jillian Robertsons. You got to look out for the Manon Firos, even Casey O'Neill. I think Casey O'Neill and Jazzy fight would be crazy. Just because of the way they fight, their styles. But Courtney Casey might be like a brawling type fight for her. Her ground game is saving her in some of these fights when she's fighting strikers. But she gets hit with the right hand a lot, man. I mean, a lot. Yeah, but overall Contender Series was good. Mo Miller, his fight was solid. Shout out to Mo Miller. It was like my second time seeing him fight. I enjoyed his performance. But let's talk about these fights here, man. With fight week coming up. I mean, it is fight week, sorry. Alejandra Lara, Deanna Bennett, Bellator. What number Bellator is this? Hold on. All right, here we go. Bellator 266. Deanna Bennett, Alejandra Lara. This is a good fight. Alejandra Lara, one of my favorite flyweights in Bellator. One of my favorite flyweights, period. I like her style. She's very assertive, man. Like, she's very scrappy. Lara, I think people they underestimate her. They think she's a little bit airy, airheadish, floaty, because she's kind of, she dances to the octagon. She's, putting on a nice little show. But when she gets in there, she's banging, man. Like, Lara can bang, man, and she's strong. She's a big flyweight. She's got some size to her. So going into this fight, this is gonna be a big, scrappy flyweight. Who can 5'7". She can throw hands, pretty decent takedown defense. When she gets down to the ground, she's scrappy. I think that Deanna Bennett, she's gonna have a tough fight. Deanna Bennett, she's not like a huge flyweight, but she can be controlled. I mean, she's not a like big flyweight, but she can like hold her own. But she can be controlled. She can be controlled on the inside. I think her best bet in this fight would be to take it to the ground. Deanna Bennett does hold some. she has some decent wins on her resume, you know, on the lower level. Like, she does have a win over Miranda Maverick. Who else did she beat? But Miranda bounced back and submitted her. You know, Miranda definitely avenged that loss for sure. She has a win over Karina Rodriguez, but then Karina Rodriguez came back and beat her, you know. And I think one of the fights I really remember was her on that losing into that head kick from Sarge, man. You know, so Deanna Bennett, she's always, you know, kind of been that journeyman type fighter. You know, she's always kind of had some skill sets that just never got over that line to push her into like even the Bellator's top 5. You know, she got out grappled by Liz Carmouche. You know, of course, Liz Carmouche, she's much stronger, much more polished. When Liz Carmouche commits, she is a threat. You know, so Deanna Bennett going into this fight here, she's gonna have to cover a lot of bases here. You know, she's really gonna be in for some work, because I think Lara, you know, like I said, with the size and height advantage, she is gonna be controlling this fight with her kickboxing. I think she'll be going in there fighting on the outside, from the inside. If the fight goes down to the ground, you will see her landing, you know, working her ground and pound. I think she's really going to be in for a tough fight here. I have to pick Lara in this fight, man. You know, because Lara got some good names on her resume. Close losses, too. You know, she's been submitted once, but nobody's ever really come close to stopping her. You know, she's very tough. I think she beat Kana Watanabe, but they saw different. She beat Vidi Arteaga, too. That's somebody Keelholtz lost to. Close fight, too, with Velasquez. You know, so she's top level here. You know, she's top level. You know, she's definitely a top level. I think, you know, what tools she possesses, I think even the 1 or 2 tools that she has, I think that's enough to control Deanna Bennett in this fight. I like Deanna Bennett, but yeah, I think this one's gonna be, I think it's gonna be dominant to me. I think it's gonna be dominant win for Lara. Yeah, Deanna Bennett, he said he's a wall install. Yeah, you cannot do that. You cannot do that like in this fight. You can't do it in any fight. But I mean, this one here, you're gonna try to stall. You're gonna try to hold. I think you're gonna be getting slung around. You're gonna be getting slung around by Lara. You know, Lara's tough, man. So in this fight, I'm leaning towards Alejandra Lara for sure, to get a win by either stoppage or pretty dominant decision. Yeah. What else? Let's talk about Emily Whitmire. Let's just go in the order that the fights are on the card. Emily Whitmire and Hannah Goldy. I know Marcus, this is one of the fights he really wants to see so bad, so I got to talk about it. Emily Whitmire, she's been out the game for about, okay, before I look it up, let me guess, 2 years. No, let me see. Did she fight in 2020? Emily Whitmire has been out for 2 years. Something's telling me 2 years, but let me check. Hold on. No, okay, never mind. A year. She's been out a year. She hasn't had a win in 2 years. Yeah, she hasn't had a win in 2 years. She's on a back-to-back losing streak right now. Yeah, Emily Whitmire in a must-win situation to me. You know, just because they've been very slow about pushing her. I know she's been having some things going on, but it just seems kind of like activity's kind of went down. She's one of those fighters kind of like in the position of Ariane Lipski, where I think they could cut her, so she has to go in here look. She has to look the part of being dominant, even against a Hannah Goldy. I think this fight is at 125, which is crazy. Both of these fighters are strawweights. They got this fight listed at 125, so Is that weight going to play an advantage for Whitmire or Goldy? I think when it comes down to strength, inside fighting, I think it might favor Goldy a little bit. Goldy was landing some good shots in her Belbita fight, but she was getting touched up too. Whitmire's not the same type of striker like Belbita, but she does have, let me see, what's her height advantage? She's 5'5". Hannah Goldy's, I'm gonna say 5'2", right? Oh, she's 5'4". Okay. So the height advantage isn't really big here. I see Hannah Goldy using combinations on Whitmire in this fight, controlling her. Whitmire, she's gonna have to take this fight down to the ground. I think that's her best bet in this one. You know, you got to slow that hand speed down and kind of draw out Hannah Goldy. Hannah Goldy, I don't know about her gas tank if it's the best. She packs on, she packs a lot of muscle. And she packs a lot of muscle in there. Marcus said he don't want to see this fight. I'm gonna watch it, of course, but Whitmire. Let's look back at some of her losses. Yeah, Ebos. You know, Ebos choked her out, same way she choked out Alexandra Albu. She got submitted by armbar and Poliana Viana. So her ground game looks good against fighters with no ground game. Let me just put it that way. You know, she went in there against Albu. She looked the part of a grappler. You know, she really looked like she was in there even before in the contender series. You know, she looked like she had the part of being she looked the part of being a grappler. Like, I think Christina Mark, she fought in that Ultimate Fighter house. Because I remember when she submitted her, she'll submit stand-up fighters. You know, she'll submit stand-up fighters. But when it comes down to actual fighters that have a brown belt or higher, you know, Jillian Robertson, man, the E-Boss, you know, they're going to put it on her. But this fight here, I think she goes down to the ground with Hannah Goldy. I like her chances there. But Hannah Goldy, I think it'll favor her more so on the feet. Yeah. Not really, like I said, yeah, it's not like it's not really a heavy hitter fight here either, because I don't know, like, what's going on. They're both strawweights, but they're fighting at flyweight. I mean, if they win this fight at flyweight, it ain't gonna do much to me, because I don't think that they're on the level with some of these other flyweights. You know, they're fighting at 125, right? But I don't know if Hannah Goldy has the size and the skill to hang with these other flyweights. Same with Emily Whitmire. They look more like strawweights to me. It's just kind of like a fill-in fight at flyweight, you know. Maybe just agreed on it, I guess. Hey, I don't know. Liz, what's going on? Liz said thoughts about Whaley training with Cejudo. Yeah, I actually talked about that a couple nights ago. When did I do it? Yeah, we talked about that like a couple nights ago. But yeah, anyway, my thoughts. I like it. I think Cejudo, you know, her going to Arizona, that's going to be a big. It might be a big change for her. Not too much of like a culture shock or anything like that, but it's going to be a positive change. You know, somebody like Henry Cejudo, keep her focused, but at the same time keep her relaxed. You know, she's still bringing her same team over here, but you know, Henry Cejudo, I think that with his size, you know, he's like the same height, right? Maybe a little bit shorter than her. I think he can kind of get her to move like he does as a wrestler, you know. I think that he's a very, very, you know, he can show her that athletic burst that she needs to get takedowns and just lock up with somebody and get those takedowns that she needs, you know, without getting hit with big shots. Make her a little bit more confident on getting on the inside, you know. I think his wrestling is really going to help her out. I think maybe if he shows her some pointers, you know, again, like I said, yeah, he's got the body frame similar to her, same height, Well, not same exact frame, but I mean, he's the same height. He can kind of teach her to move like that. And I think that'll be important for Weili going into this fight, because Weili can't stay on the outside in this fight. Weili cannot stay on the outside at all in this fight. She has got to be on the inside from round 1 to round 5. You can't give Rose any space until you can break her will and stop her. You just got to work. Same way Andrade did. I think Andrade has a better chin. I'm thinking about that. Let me hold up. Let me program that real quick. Let me see. Does Andrade have a better chin? I don't know. I think Andrade has a little bit better chin. Yeah, I say Andrade has a better chin than Weili. They both been knocked out quick. So I think it all comes down to sweet spots when you think about it. But anyways, Andrade, she kept Rose on the back foot. We didn't know what to think about it. Yeah, let me see. Rose had to keep moving. That's why she didn't really pack the same amount of power. See, Weili gave Rose a chance to set her feet. That's why she came with the accuracy and the power. But when you think about how Andrade was getting pieced up by Rose, she was constantly on the back foot. So there was really not enough pop to get her out of there. So with Cejudo in her corner, or in her training camp, I think that he's gonna get her in a position where she needs to be, as far as putting that right pressure on, getting on the inside, and I think that's gonna be key. That's key to Rose, man. You can't be on the outside with her at all. Look at this photo. You think you know who fights in the heavier weight class. Looking at this, you'd be wrong. All right, what's this spam you sending me? Oh, wow. Dang. That was my reaction to that photo. Damn. I'm sorry, man. Hannah Goldy is... Anyway, let me stop. Hannah Goldy looked like a daggone bantamweight there. Hannah Goldy... Hannah Goldy is she looking like a flyweight there for sure. Sorry about that. I was just giving my reaction. I was looking at Hannah Goldy. I was like, damn. All right. Blame stamina for that. Mark Robinson said, I also think Whitmire and Lipski are in the danger zone because of their losses, but the fact that Carolina hasn't been cut yet makes me question everything. I know, right? Like, Carolina, like, let's put it away. Random Marcos has a lot of losses, but I think she got a lot in her tank. But somebody like Carolina kind of a danger to herself, man. Like, I could let Whitmire and Lipski stay a little bit longer and not feel bad. But like Carolina staying as long as she is, that's dangerous, man. Robert Henry said, will it matter? Rose has some of the best coaches and trainers around. I don't know. Maybe Zhang's mindset may be improved. You got to try something, Robert. I mean, you can't lay down and die. You know what I mean? She got to try something, Rose may have the best coaches, but Zhang Weili got to get what she needs too, right? The rematch is falling through now, so got to get something going. You wouldn't wait. You wanted to go right back in there 6 months later, so got to get something. Liz said, has Weili been too readable or predictive? I think in some cases she has been predictable. I think she has been a little bit predictable because some of the stuff that she has been getting exposed in the Joanna fight, that's what Rose and their team capitalized off of. Low hands, just going straight in there, hands down, open for a head kick, chin wide open. Some of that stuff is readable, but overall, I don't know if she's like 100% predictable. Like, she has her moments And I think that's with any fighter. If you kind of break them down when they get into like a rhythm, their rhythm is kind of similar in every fight. Want a trilogy. Maybe the trilogy, maybe somewhere down the line, but I want the Carla fight next. Colton said, did you watch Pena's interview today with Ariel Helwani? No, I haven't watched it yet, Colton. I'm going to watch it when I get off of here. Mr. Lee said Muhammad Ali 4-part documentary by Ken Burns on PBS starts this Sunday night. Maybe you could do some short retrospect videos for your boxing fans. I might do that. I'm gonna try to catch that. Gotta watch that documentary. That sounds like a plan. I gotta watch that. Is it gonna be like every Sunday, Mr. Lee? Like every Sunday for 4 weeks? Or they gonna? I'm assuming it is, right? They ain't gonna show it all in one night. BP, what's up? BP said Lipski rolls this weekend. Not sure why everyone on Bohm. She's just running her mouth. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, Bohm is good from what I've seen, but I don't know. Like, yeah, you can't really count Lipski out in this type of fight. Anyways, let me Hannah Goldy, man. I'm just looking. Yeah, like maybe she 5'4" with her size. Miranda Maverick's like 5'3". Maybe she could be a flyweight. Yeah, maybe she should be a flyweight. I mean, her ground game will have to get a little bit tighter, but she could probably be a flyweight. Because, she made Jillian Robertson look like a strawweight in this picture. She make her look like a strawweight in this picture. So we'll see, man. If I had to pick, though, with the fight being at 125, I kind of lean towards Emily in this fight. Just a little bit, like, it's not really, like I said, something I'm really, really, really dying to predict. All right, so Emily, I give Emily the edge in that fight. Erin Blanchfield, Sarah Alpar. All right, this fight's at 125. This is a good 125 fight. Finally, Erin Blanchfield making her debut. I've been high on Erin Blanchfield. I like Erin Blanchfield in this fight. I think Erin Blanchfield has been working on becoming a well-rounded fighter ever since she's been in Invicta FC. She's been perfecting her striking. She's a very good wrestler, good grappler. And this is all, she was putting all this together at a young age. I can't remember when she made her debut, but like I was seeing like improvement after year when she was like 20, 21 or 22. So I'm glad that she didn't take that Norma Dumont fight at 135. That would have been a little bit too much. I'm glad that that fight was just scrapped altogether. And now Erin Blanchfield is making her debut in the right weight class. She's making her debut at 125. Sarah Alpar, when she lost to Jessica Rose Clark, I was kind of, I didn't really see anything too big in her. Like, even the Contender Series, when she fought Shannon Young, I still thought like I needed to see a little bit more from her. And I think that Jessica Rose Clark fight told a lot, But you never know what could happen in these fights. But I lean toward Erin Blanchfield. I think she's a much better grappler overall. And if she used her kickboxing, I think she'd be effective on the feet as well. But this is a fight that's kind of a coming out for Erin Blanchfield. Erin, she's going to be thrown into that mix. If she can go in there, win this unranked fight, rack up a couple of more, she might be on that list, of a quadruple threat. No longer the triple threat. We're gonna have a fourth fighter in there now. Because like I said, I used to think high of her when she was in the flyweight division. And she actually beat Brogan Sanchez. You know, she knocked out Victoria Leonardo. She beat Kay Hansen. Brogan Sanchez, she beat Miranda Maverick. So, she beat that. She beat that mauler, mauler / grappler. So she's got a lot of promise to me. Only 22 years old. She was like same age as Kay Hansen when she started fighting, I think, like 19, something like that. So this is more of a studying fight to me. It's kind of seeing what she's bringing to the table. I'm leaning towards Aaron in this one, though. I'm going to go with Aaron probably by submission or decision. Hang on, I'm just looking at a clip here. And okay, so let's see who we talk next. Ariane Lipski and Mandy Bohm. Must win for Ariane Lipski. Must win for Ariane Lipski, man, because this could be one of those out with the old, in with the new type of fights, right? They could be going in here saying, we just signed Mandy Bohm, coming from Bellator. Now we're going to put her in there with Ariane Lipski. If Ariane Lipski go in there and lose, then we get her out of our flyweight division. We're signing a lot of flyweights. So that's what I'm saying. Some of these flyweights, they got to be careful now. They got to be on their game, man. They have to be on their game because they're signing more and more flyweights. So that should be telling them something. With the new they're bringing in, they're going to be getting out. They're going to be getting some of the older fighters out and the ones on losing streaks. So I don't know though. Ariane Lipski. She might not get cut in this one. This might not be it. But you got to go in there and look good. You have to go in there and look good against this 7-0 fighter. Antonina. That was oh man, that just shows you like her ground game, man. Like her ground game. Oh man, like Ariane Lipski is such a kickboxer or boxer. She's such a slugger in there. I could see Mandy Bohm wanting to take this fight to the ground. Like I've seen a few of Mandy Bohm's past fights. Her takedown defense is good. Her clinch control is good. So I could see her actually trying to close the distance in this fight. Or using her reach and trying to keep Ariane on the outside. But Ariane get hit hard. Lipski can get hit hard. Even JoJo, who y'all know, I know she's a slugger. She's a dog. She took Ariane to the ground. She was taking her to the ground. Like she ain't even standing there with that long with her. Antonina, Antonina ate some big shots, right? Antonina took her to the ground. So I think that's kind of been like the key for a lot of people. Montana De La Rosa, she got rocked with one of them hits, right? What she do? She took her to the ground. So I think that's kind of been like everybody's game plan with Ariane. So I think Mandy might have the same game plan. Let's see. Mandy Bohm's about 5'6". She got long reach, 70 inches. And Ariane Lipski's 5'6", with a 67-inch reach. So it's going to all come down to Mandy knowing how to use that reach. And if she doesn't, she's going to have to make this a rough, ugly fight on the ground. Don't go in there trade back and forth. Like I said, JoJo, she didn't do it. She landed a few punches, but then she went in there and said, I'm taking this thing to the ground. Ariane Lipski does have the experience edge. But the question is, do you really learn from the experience when you lose to, the names? You have faced Molly McCann, you have faced JoJo, you have faced De La Rosa, Shevchenko, right? You have faced these names, but is it really something to say that that's enough to favor you over a newcomer when you're losing to him, you know, that's my question. Like, is that enough to say that you have enough experience? Is it really, really good experience, though, if you're not really coming in there to win and you're coming up short all the time against those names? Yeah, okay, all day long. I've been in there more names than Mandy Bohm. But you got to remember, Mandy Bohm's got the momentum. Sometimes having an undefeated record, it'll put you in a different mental space, you know? Talk about those are bums and tape made it don't really matter to a certain extent. On her level right now, it don't really matter. It's going to put her confidence in another way. And if she has a gift and if she has the right tools, she can still go in there and beat Ariane Lipski, regardless of who she's faced. Because, again, she's not beating these big names. She's not beating these top, you know, the names around her area that are considered some of the best. I don't want to say the best, but, you know, good names. Her names let me see, her only names in her resume, Luana Carolina. And, hold on, let me pull this up. Isabel Padua. Those are Ariane Lipski's names. So, if you think about it, is that even much better than Mandy Bohm? I mean, at least Mandy Bohm, you know, she's getting her work in. She's winning. I mean, she's only been in Bellator one fight, but still. I can see this thing being 50-50. I'm sorry. Robert Harry said Lipski's overhand strikes are cash money, but she lives and dies by it too much. Yeah, like those overhand rights, yeah, they'll put you out, man. But you close in and you switch levels on her, and she's on the ground, boom, it's over. You know, she's on her back and she's a little bit lost. Like, I remember Montana was on her top position. She was looking up. I mean, she looked lost in that fight. Marcus said, if Lipski goes in there and looks underwhelming or lose, that's it. Fans salivated over fighters getting cut. It is weird. Randa got cut with her polka dot record. Lipski is straight as long as she gives a good count of herself. If she doesn't get blown out the water. Yeah, I mean, I ain't never know. Like, fans, I don't know why they would do that. You know, like, why would fans drool over people getting cut? I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Some people just want to see people get cut. I don't know. I can't speak on other fans. Like, I more so get worried about them. You know, like, when you go on like a losing streak, you know, let that be the right time and you get cut. You know, Randa Marcos, I think, you know, she holds more weight because she doesn't look like some of these other fighters where they get dominated. You know, I think Randa still presents a big test. You know, even though she does rack up some losses, you know, she's still dangerous all day long. You know, Mark said, I like Lipski's fire on the feet. I think she could have a bit of exciting fights in her future. Yeah, her and Cachoeira would have been a good fight, right? Cachoeira and Lipski, that would have been the matchup. Yeah, I thought Rocky and Panny would have been on the main card before Mandy and Lipski was. I was looking at that the other day and I was like, that's weird. Mojo said Lipski has been training with Amanda and Nina. She needs to bring it all. Lay it down 2-4 in the UFC right now. Yeah, she been training with them for a minute, right? She was training with them during the De La Rosa fight. So I was like, something not rubbing off on her. You know? Okay, Miss Lee said Ali part 1 Sunday night, 2 is Monday, 3 Tuesday, 4 is Wednesday, 8 to 10. Okay, cool. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out this Sunday coming for sure. Gary Ball said Lipski doesn't belong in the UFC. Yeah, I can't argue that. I can't argue with that. I cannot argue with that. I mean, if you're 2-4 and you lost to those names, yeah, I think his record's a little bit different than Randa. Even Roxanne, like they can hold their own at times. They're not just going in there getting blasted out, all the time. So I don't know. If I had to pick in this fight, though, let's see. I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm thinking. Let me think. If I had to pick in a Mandy area Lipski fight, let me see. I'm gonna go with. I think Ariane Lipski has enough to beat certain type of fighters, and I think she might pull this one out. I think she can pull this one out. But again, that ain't gonna tell me that she's ready for some of these other flyweights. I think this is just gonna be a lifesaver here. I'm gonna go with Ariane, and something keep telling me not to say it though, because I knew that you know what? When Jin Yufrey and Gloria DePaula fought, I said Gloria DePaula, but I knew Jin Yufrey was gonna win. I was like, Jin Yufrey is going to beat Gloria DePaula because it came down to style. I was like, style-wise, I knew that Jin Yufrey was going to win that fight, and she did. But I kept leaning towards Gloria DePaula in that fight. So I'm going to say, I'm going to go with Mandy Bohm in this fight. I'm sorry. I'm going to go with Mandy in this fight. Yeah, I'm going to go with Mandy Bohm in this fight. If this was that Taylor fight, I would be mad, but I would be picking Taylor Santos, of course. But I'm going to go with Mandy in this fight. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'll go with. Let me see. Stamina said she belongs there more than Victoria Leonardo. Yeah, not by much. You pushing it. Not by much. Not by much. I mean, Lipski's on that thin line right now, so that's not really like a big difference. If you're 2-4 and you only beat Isabel Padua and Luana Carolina, then that's not really saying much. I mean, Padua hasn't fought in the UFC in almost 2 years too. And, Luana Carolina, she's started to come back and get back. She's trying to get back sharp and get back on her game. So, Lipski and Leonardo, they're probably almost about in the same boat. I mean, Ariane Lipski's losing to the names. She's lost to the names. She's lost to the name prospects and the top 10 contender in JoJo now. So she's losing to about the same caliber of fighters, I mean, she may have something going for her as far as her power and her, striking. So that might maybe get her a couple more wins, but it's not that far off from Leonardo. They're going to be sharing the same boat. If she loses to Mandy Bohm, she's going to be in her boat too. Yeah. That's just my opinion, though. Gary said all these fights except Blanchfield are 50-50 for me. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Robert, I messed up 2 times because I leaned towards Ebos, but my brain kept saying, Marina Rodriguez is going to beat her. It was one of those. Those were 2 times when I should have said what I was supposed to say. Like, Glory to Paula, I knew was gonna lose to Jin Fry, but I kept saying Glory to Paula. I don't know why. And I kept saying, I said E-Boss, so I said Marina gonna do this. Yeah, Gary, that 50-50 fight to me. Whitmire, I'm picking Whitmire, but yeah, it's 50-50. Blanchfield, I got her beating Alpar. I think that's more so, yeah. That's more so a pick I can roll with. But yeah, Ariane, Mandy, it's 50-50, but I'm picking Mandy. And let's talk about Pena. Excuse me, not Pena. Pennington and Penny Kianzad. I like this fight. I like this one here. Penny called this fight out. She's getting it. Good bantamweight action. Not really saying it's like some big significant fight. I like it for Penny. Penny can go in there and get a good name on a resume. Got to be careful in this fight though. Rocky is still a veteran, and she can pull some tricks out of her sleeve. Like, she can press you to the cage. She can jab you. She can offset your timing and make you look bad. All with just a couple of things she does, well, her pressure and her timing. She can offset you and make you look bad. Even in losing, So Penny has to be on her game in this fight. She can't stand in there and bang. She got to land her combinations and move. I think Mandy's a little bit more fluid now on her feet, and I'm giving her the advantage as far as hand speed and also freshness right now. I know Penny's got some years on her in the game, but I think that this is her fight to go in there and she better win, because she called her out. So you got to go in there and put the punches together, put the strikes together, and don't take this fight to the ground. Because I can see Rocky slowing this fight down with dirty boxing too. Pressing her to the cage and trying to get a couple takedowns to slow the pace down, and then steal rounds with those takedowns. So let me see. I like the matchup there. Penny's 5'7", 66-inch reach, and she has fought at featherweight, and they're about the same height. So it's gonna be evenly matched. 67-inch and a half-inch reach for Rocky. So Rocky, like I said, got a good jab. Rocky gonna be going in there using that timing and trying to be a little bit more technical. So technique and the technical abilities, I kind of lean towards Rocky there, but I think it's Penny. She has the speed to me and has some pop. Got some pop on the shots too. Yeah, like I said, she's a little bit fresher too. So I'm going to go with Penny in this fight. I'm going to go with Penny by decision. Okay, let's see. Stamina, slightly off topic, but thoughts on the possibilities, options for this. All right. Megan Anderson. Hold on. Megan Anderson, it's official. What contract are you signing? Somebody in the comment section said BKFC. Hey, Megan would be knocking people out in BKFC. Somebody said Bellator, PFL. I bet you it's Bellator. Could be PFL though, because they need some new additions to that lightweight division, and that's not a bad weight cut for 155 is all right. I wonder what that is. So Megan Anderson, it's official, and she's got the little shushing emojis, the little secret emoji. Can't let the cat out the bag. So yeah, she signed a contract. We just don't know what. What do y'all think? Megan Anderson signed a contract. Okay. Colton said, I feel feel like Lauren Murphy is gonna get beat up bad against Valentina. Her heart is gonna be detrimental to her in that fight. Yeah, Lauren, man, like this is gonna be from the outside. It's gonna be a clinic. Last 2 fights, Lipski gets TKO'd in the second round. She needs to get her defense up to par. Yeah, like she got to get her defense up, man. That's what I'm saying. Like her, you know, and you got to think too. Look, okay, Gary Balder might be onto something though, man. Lipski is in the same boat as Victoria Leonardo. They both been knocked out in their last 2 fights in the second round, right? They both been stopped. I mean, and they both, okay, Lipski got 2 names. Victoria don't have many names, but the way they're getting beat when the competition steps up, they're sharing the boat, man. They're gonna be sharing the boat. Cause she's 2-4, right? And I know Leonardo's 0-2. But still, man. Robert Henry said, "Don't you hate when that happens?" Yeah, nowadays I just accept that most of my picks would be likely be wrong. It'd be better to lose an extra sleep. I ain't gonna lose sleep over it. I'm picking Panny, but these vets can be crafty because of injuries and taking that Nunes beating. Pennington is underrated. This fight will likely be close. Yeah, nobody's getting stopped. I don't see that. I think Panny has got the chin. She's got the heart. Got the combination punching. Got the brawling style. But I could see it getting slowed down by a clinch from Rocky and a jab from Rocky. So it'll be interesting, man. But yeah, like I said, these fights, I am not breaking them down like I am going to do next week with the flyweight fights. Because we going in on that one, man. Because that's like, you know, fighters I've been, you know, researching and, you know, just checking out the movements they've been making. And Ravioli said Bellator, maybe PFL. Yeah, it could be the one. Yeah, it's either one of those. Because she got to go where the bantamweight. She got to go where the featherweights are. For sure. Marco, what's up? Marco said Kianzad, Goldy, Blanchfield, and Bohm. The reason I don't pick Lipski in this fight because she disappointed me in her last fight. I think she disappointed everybody in her last 2 fights, Marco. So you're right. I mean, I'm going with Kianzad. I'm going with Whitmire. I'm going with Blanchfield, and I'm going with Bohm. Yeah, the Whitmire Goldy fight, it's like up in the air. I'm gonna rock with Emily because I think her ground game is better, and that's where she's gonna try to take it. But then I look at Goldy and her combination punching and her strength, man. Like, but then I look at her gas tank. Like Emily Whitmire might be able to do something with that. But yeah, I'm pretty much on the same picks as you. I think the Panty Rocky fight is gonna be good though. Lipski versus Bohm, I don't see that fight going 3. I don't see it going 3 either way. Mark Robinson says, assuming it's MMA, I'm glad Megan is back on a horse. She's pretty bad in the worst way. It was super embarrassing for her, I'm sure. Yeah, man, like I like Megan too. You know, I liked watching her Invicta run. I'm really like sad to see the turn she's taken, like on what she could have been, as far as like she could have been like so much bigger, man. Like when she first won the Invicta featherweight belt, I thought she could have been such a bigger name because she would have been racking up wins in Invicta. No rush to get to the UFC, but then all of a sudden she was gone for like a year or 2, and her momentum fell off. I don't know, man. So I hope it is something good, you know, like as far as like a good Bellator contract. Because at least she'll fight some good featherweights over there. She'll be in the structured division. Yeah, Rocky, man, she's tough, man. Like, I want to see Penny win because I want to see some new blood. But Rocky is very tricky. I don't think a lot of people give Rocky enough credit there. Rocky is tricky. Like, Rocky can make a fight ugly even when she loses. You know, Rocky's pressure, man. She's pressure. She's hard to stop. I think she gets, I won't say like, she's definitely a 3-round fighter or more. You know what I mean? Like, I think Rocky's definitely has, her momentum starts to build up more. Gary Ball said Whitmire has slightly better boxing. You think so? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I think Goldy is good at fighting on the inside, you know, brawling a little bit. But yeah, Whitmire, all she needs is a little bit of, you know, a little bit of a basics on that, and I think maybe she could keep her on the outside. Like, you know, Belbita did pretty good at that with her boxing. I think Kianzad is going to have to target legs in this fight. I think it would be smart for her to target the legs and the body. Yeah, like, yeah, Robert. If you could slow her clinch down if you get those leg kicks in. Yeah, get them leg kicks in early, and leg kicks will set up, you know, the jab as well, vice versa. You know, so leg kicks, body kicks, keep in the center of the octagon. You know, stay away from that line. You know, don't get pressed back like that. Don't keep your back like that to the fence. Marco said, I think if Megan faces Dumont for the rematch this time would be different. Normal kicker, but man, I don't know. Megan got that game changer though, man. Megan do got that game changer. Excuse me. All right, so all right, like I said, man, it's just good. We got a lot of fights coming up this weekend. Nothing big, you know, no title fights. A lot of prospect fights, right? No, you know, not a lot of top 10 fights. I think the Laura fight is one fight I'm really looking forward to, though. I really want to see Laura, you know, get back on her game, get back towards a title shot in Bellator, and Aaron Blanchfield. I'm really looking forward to Aaron Blanchfield's debut and seeing what Panty can do. He said Norma about to beat Holly Holm. Damn, I don't know, man. I mean, anything can happen because, you know, this is Norma's weight. Norma does know how to use that weight, featherweight, so we'll see. I won't be surprised if Holly takes it, though. I really won't. All right, yo. So what else? Yeah, Penny, controlling the head. You know, using those clinches wisely. You know, control the head, land those knees, elbows up top. That's what you have to do. All right. What else is on the fight calendar in the coming weeks anyway? So we got UFC 266. Like I said, we'll talk about that. No, we won't talk about that tomorrow. I'm gonna save that for Monday. I'm gonna save that for fight week. We'll do that show fight week. Then October 2nd, we got Antonina and Casey O'Neill. October 9th, of course, we got Mackenzie Dern and Marina Rodriguez. Sam Hughes and Lupita Benitez on that card as well. And later on in October, we got Miesha Tate and Ketlin Vieira. Yeah. So we got some good fights on the horizon, y'all. We got some good fights. You know, I'm not even gonna lie, man. Like, I'm happy. Like, not every weekend is gonna be like one weekend of blockbusters, but this is a good weekend for WMMA. You know, like I said, these lower ranked fighters, they've been bringing it. They've been bringing it. So we can't really complain. Like, the unranked fighters in flyweight have been putting on some good shows. I'm telling y'all though, man, like, they trying to kill Miranda Maverick's momentum, you know, by not giving her that win with Macy. But I think, you know, eventually she'll get up there. She's gonna definitely get up into that top 10. Then you got to think, man, Manon Firo though. I'm telling y'all, man, this next week gonna be crazy. I'm gonna cover the WMMA fights next Saturday. I'll do a fight companion for the fights. Like, I'll get on and do one for Manon. Then I'll get on and do one for Taylor. Then I'll do one for Calvillo Andrade. Then I'll do the title fight with Valentina and Lauren. Like, I ain't gonna do the whole card. I'm gonna get on and off. I ain't gonna be on here hours covering all the fights. I'm gonna just do each fight, get off, get back online, get on, get back online. So, you know, y'all can switch over like that. Y'all could just switch over to the next link or whatever when I come back on, or open the same link, however I do it. Yeah, I think so, man. With the Whitmire Goldy fight, it's 50-50 to me. I think they're both in like a must-win situation right now. Gary Barter, he said Holly beats 99% of featherweights, bantamweights. Yeah, I talked about, when did I do? Canelo, Mallory Martin. I talked about that the other week, man. That's gonna be crazy. Oh man, yeah, that's gonna be a good fight. Mojo said, I think Megan signs with Bellator and runs it back with Cat. Winner gets Cyborg. That's possible. Yeah, I know that win feels that loss still rubs her the wrong way, right? That loss still rubs her the wrong way. I mean, you know, Cat getting the foot in the eye or toe in the eye. I mean, it looked painful, you know. But yeah, Canelo and Mallory Martin, that's gonna be a street fight, man. That's gonna be gritty. That's gonna be a gritty fight, man. Okay, y'all. So, all right. What else? Got a few more minutes before I get up out of here. What else are we gonna talk about real quick? Gary Ball said he got Conejo. Boy, she be putting that headlock on him, man. Cheyenne Bays and Ruiz. I'm about to watch that video. Where's that video? I keep losing that video where she was somebody put the headlock together. You know, they put the put that Ruiz and Cheyenne Bay's video together where she was putting her in a headlock over and over. Hold on. Where is it? I don't know. I'll have to find it later. Yeah, yeah, Robert. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set it up for Manon and Myra Buena Silva. You know, that fight's first. And then I'll set it up for Taylor Roxy. Then Andrade Calvillo. And then Shevchenko and Murphy. You know, so I'll be in and out. I mean, they're all pretty much spaced apart. You know, they got them spaced apart. So, you know, that'll give me time to do whatever. Yeah, we're going to be starting early because Manon is the second fight on Saturday. Manon is at 6 p.m. She's on the early prelims. No. She's not the second fight. She's like the fourth fight. Yeah, so I'll probably be getting on, like, I don't know, to do that one wherever it starts at 7-ish, right? Yep. But yeah, we'll tune in for that, you know. I'm going to tune in for that. All y'all tune in for that. We'll watch them together. Conejo over Mallory Martin. Yeah, I mean, I can't argue that. I mean, Conejo, Mallory's tough too, though. Mallory's tough, and she might know how to handle that headlock that's coming. Does anybody have that link for that video? I can't find it. Where she was, you know, somebody did the highlight where Ruiz was putting her in a headlock over and over. Cheyenne Bays. I wonder where it is. Can't find it anymore. All right. Yeah, you know, the flyweight division is probably like the one division right now that you've seen so much growth in. Like, strawweight division has always been, you know, great, but I mean, like, you see a lot of different craziness going on with flyweight. Like, a lot of new additions, a lot of fighters moving up to that weight, that are strawweights. You know, even just for like one fight. You know, it's kind of been like a pit stop for some of these women. You know, even like bantamweights coming down to flyweight, strawweights moving up, atomweights moving up. It's been kind of weird like that. Margaret said, Lauren Murphy versus Romero Barella. That fight is 100% cringeworthy. What made it cringy? I can't even remember. I watched it that night, but I haven't watched it since. Let me pull it up now. We'll watch it while I'm here. Cool, baby. Cool. They got it. They got it on here. He said, watch that fight. All right, I'm gonna watch it now. It's on you. It's on UFC's free fight. So, all right, hold on. Okay. All right. I'm not sure if that includes lives, but like that if you do more than 3 videos, that YouTube limit to 3 notifications a day, but we will be ready for the Shevchenko fight anyway. Okay. If you do more than 3 videos, that YouTube limits 3 notifications a day. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, I didn't even know. I haven't been like keeping up on that, but yeah, thanks for telling me that. But yeah, y'all will know, cause every time after I get off, you know, y'all know. We'll just put it that way. Y'all know. Kaneo is a good fighter, but if she needs to stop jumping on fighters right away, if she wants to win fights, she thinks she's in a fist fight. Yeah, I mean, she came to brawl with Lamos, and I knew that was gonna happen. All right, so why was Barella Lauren Murphy cringeworthy? I'm looking at it now. Why was this fight cringeworthy? All right, Lauren Murphy is it trying to box here with Barella? Oh, nice left hand from Lauren Murphy. Barella tried to come in with a 1-2. Got hit by a good left hand from Lauren Murphy. Become a little kickboxing match. Barella, she's on the back foot. She's trying to counter Lauren Murphy. Good right hand from Barella. I'm just calling the fight now because I want to see what was cringeworthy about it. Yeah, Lauren Murphy, this type of movement, it's not going to work against Shevchenko. She got to be on the inside. She got to be a little bit tighter, a little bit slippery. Head movement. On the outside like this is where Valentina picks you apart. Overhand right missed by Lauren Murphy there. Lauren Murphy was telegraphing that one there. Lauren's good 1-2 from Barella there. Ooh, good left hand from Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy nose getting a little bit red there, so you can see when Lauren Murphy starts to get hit. He takes a lot of shots. He starts to get, that first round. That's what I meant. The first round, that's where sometimes you'll see how her defense is because she'll take so many hits. And what's supposed to be a feel out round. They're throwing some bombs in here, but not everything is landing. Barella's landing the better jab, I think. She seems to be landing an effective jab. Lauren waiting here on the outside, get hit with a couple leg kicks by Barella. Swift jab from Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy, jab to the body, trying to put the pressure. Lateral movement from Barella. Barella is she's doing a lot of feint here, and she's making Lauren Murphy overthink a little bit. So I'm just looking at the first round. Colton said not cringeworthy. She just stuffed the takedown and then ended her with a knee. Yeah, I remember how. Let me see. Let me go into the ending. I want to see. Yeah, let me see that. All right, I'm gonna go to the third. Let me go to the third round. At 3:34. Okay, Lauren Murphy. She sees something. I think Lauren Murphy. Hold on. So Lauren Murphy landed a big right uppercut. Barella went on the back foot. She thinks she hurt her. Lauren Murphy chasing her down. Lauren Murphy putting the pressure on her. She cut knocked the gun off. She walking her down. Barella on that bite. Barella tried to shoot for that takedown. Lauren stuffed the takedown. Hit her with a knee to the face. She's trying to get up. Boom. Left knee to the face. Barella is out. Ground and pound. Wow. You mean what was said after the fight, Marcus? Is that what was cringeworthy? Oh, the way she fell, maybe? Okay, she shot for the takedown. Got up. Left knee to the face. Boom, and she went down. Ground and pound, and the fight's over. Okay. And so thus was part of Lauren Murphy's 5-fight winning streak. Knee to the right there to the cheek, right by the temple. I mean, overall competitive though. Barella's making it competitive. So, going into a fight with Valentina, man, I don't know. Boxing from the outside against Valentina is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, man. Cause Valentina's not gonna be doing a lot of movement like Barella. Giving her respect and openings like this. See, Barella throws them combinations, leave herself open. Where I think Valentina, she's gonna be picking with more effective, stiff 1-2s or good straight left hand, and more power is gonna come from 1 or 2 shots. 1 or 2 shots are gonna do the damage, and that'll make Lauren respect her more. Body kicks, hard left hands. See, whenever Barella throws in combinations, she's leaving herself open, and she misses a couple shots. Lauren Murphy comes back with her own combination. That, and she knows that she's not gonna be. She knows that Barella's not hitting as hard as Valentina. Valentina, how hard she hits and how accurate she is. That's a part of the respect she's gonna be getting from Lauren Murphy right off top. So yeah, we'll be on tomorrow though. We'll be talking tomorrow. We're gonna talk about these major fights tomorrow. We're gonna talk more about Valentina. I know we talked about Valentina the other night. We had good conversation, got y'all talking. I see, everybody talking. Valentina Shevchenko, like I said, about her title defense reign, how far that would go. We might continue that tomorrow. We'll see how far she can get. Because I kind of did that one off the fly, like 2 or 3 nights ago. So we're going to talk about Valentina tomorrow. We're going to do a little training update on Zhang Weili and Rose Namajunas talk. How about that? We're going to talk about Lauren Murphy too. So yeah. Cause that fight's closer. Lauren Murphy and Valentina Shevchenko. I want to kind of go in a little bit more on them and their dominance, or Valentina's dominance. Then after that, Rose Namajunas. I want to kind of go back in and see what type of improvements she's been making throughout the past 6 months, and also Zhang Weili. I didn't really go too much into it tonight, but we'll talk tomorrow on that, guys. But that's my picks for this coming weekend. I'm gonna go with Alejandra Lara. I'm gonna go with Emily Whitmire. I'm gonna go with Erin Blanchfield. Gonna go with Mandy Bohm in this one, and I'm gonna go with Panny Kianzad. So guys, I'm about to get up out of here. If you didn't watch it live, put your picks in the comment section. And that's who I got. Let me close this out here. That's who I got this weekend. Overall, just entertaining fights, More so going to be just analyzing them and seeing what type of future they have in the game, especially like Erin Blanchfield and Mandy Bohm. Curious as to see how far they can get at 125. Because it's a growing division, y'all. It is a growing division. All right. So let me roll out, guys. We will be back on at 7 p.m. tomorrow. And like always, make sure y'all subscribe. Combo Breaker 99. I am out. Peace.